The Deceptus AR-15 rifle from Head Down Products. This has been one of the most fun projects I've worked on in a long time. And you guys have seen a couple of my teaser videos with the Atlanta Gun Show when we were there with Head Down Products, going through the rifle, and then also just doing some shooting demonstrations, a quick little peek at what this rifle is capable of. One of the things though that I really love about this rifle is that it packs into such a small case. This case closed, it could look like anything. You could put a medical sticker on here, you can put camera stickers, you can put whatever you want to. I've put a Head Down sticker on here just because I like their logo. But this is a super compact system. And to give you a little better idea of what I'm talking about, here's a Windham Weaponry MPC carbine. It's just a bare bones basic carbine, which I'll just give kudos though to Windham Weaponry. They're making an excellent line of rifles. But you can take this apart, which I've already got the pins pulled. The upper is the longest part because you have the upper and the barrel. Let's compare it to the barrel here. And you can see immediately that it hangs off 6 inches past. There's no way to get an AR-15 in a case like this. Your upper fits into the upper case. There is a place here for a suppressor. You could also place a cleaning kit in here very easily if you don't have a suppressor. And then down here is your lower. The case has been fitted, been laser cut, so everything fits right into place, all the way down to your 4 magazines that are able to fit in this little compartment. You do get a Lancer Warfighter magazine. Now I added this vinyl logo of the Head Down Products. This is something I've just velcroed onto here because I thought it looked pretty cool. But the system itself is neat, it's compact, and it's secure, very secure. The upper has a Velcro strap right here, just pulls loose. The upper comes right out. With this closed cell foam lower, it protects your lower, but it fits right in. So there's no security, nothing needs to be secured down. Now, of course, this ACOG scope is something I've added to it, but other than that, this is the way it comes. Here you can see the precision and the detail on the case itself. This is not a Pelican case, but it is a lot like the Pelican case. It is waterproof, and so this will withstand any kind of elements, has a great carry handle. This is just an excellent case in itself. And the case is 24 by 16 by 10 inches deep. They're using the DRD 13.2 inch handguard and the barrel nut to fit on here. The width on the handguard is 1 5/8. It's really thin, and with these holes it's going to keep the barrel cool. It's going to get a lot of air into this barrel. Shooting rapid fire, we shot quite a few rounds through this pretty rapidly, and the handguard remained cool. You know, even though we've been shooting this thing rapid, this thing is cool as a cucumber.
Yep.
There's no heat transfer at all.
So we just put
in the barrel. That feels pretty good right now.
So we just put about 90 rounds through it, and the handguard's still very cool to the touch. It's doing a good job dissipating the heat.
It's extruded aluminum. It's really nice, really lightweight. Here is where we have the takedown lever. You open it up. There's a pin. Pull it out. The barrel drops out, and the barrel nut. We're going to go ahead and just remove the handguard altogether. Has a nice melanite finish on the barrel. It's very smooth. This is the Head Down rifle profile on the barrel. It's 1 7 twist, has a bird cage on the end. It is chrome lined. You have your low profile gas block system with your gas tube. And this barrel nut is really what makes the big difference with this rifle. Very nicely machined piece. And to assemble, you want to first bring your bolt back into the rear position. You have your hole for the gas port right here, and your barrel nut actually attaches to the threads. Begin with the gas tube, and then line up your barrel. Right here on your barrel, there's going to be a small little nut that's going to fit correspondingly into the upper receiver. Once it fits into place and locks in, bring your barrel nut down and just start to tighten. Now once you get it just kind of hand tight, go ahead and take it and really just get it really good and a solid tightness on it. This doesn't really need anything once you tighten this down, because the handguard is going to take care of the rest. Bring your handguard back over. Notice that the handguard locks into the upper receiver. So this is going to give you a nice monolithic rail from the top of your receiver all the way to the end of the handguard. And then take your pin and push it through. This locks the barrel nut. There's a groove in the barrel nut, and this locks the barrel nut into place. So that barrel nut is not going to come off. And then you take your lever and you just push it down, and it holds it right into place. This tightens your handguard right here. It puts pressure on it. Then with the barrel nut being tightened down, this is not going to come loose. One of the big concerns that I had with this rifle was being able to break it down quickly in even adverse conditions. You know, not necessarily sitting at a bench breaking this down. And so the first thing you want to do is make sure the bolt is in the open position. Pull your lever back, pull your pin out, bring your handguard up, and then just loosen the barrel nut. Remove the barrel. Make sure that the nut is in place. You've got your barrel off. Now to install the barrel, of course, you've already got your bolt back. Pull your pin, bring your barrel nut down. Put the gas tube in first. Make sure though that your barrel is in that notch, and you'll hear it click. You can see where it fits. Then bring your barrel nut down. You don't even have to take off your handguard to do that. It can be a little easier, or you can just hold it horizontal. Tighten it down, just good and hand tight. Because what's going to happen is this pin right here is going to correspond with this ring. So it doesn't really matter where this ring lines up. Once this goes down and fits, push it in, bring your lever over, and it secures it. I mean, that is really simple. You've got your pin secured here into the barrel nut. You have your clamp down at the bottom. It's holding this into place with tension. Right here at the top, again, you have your rails fitting together. Everything's lined up. Now the Deceptus also features a billet lower and upper receiver. These are produced right there in Dallas, Georgia by Head Down Products. With billet lowers, and really one of the things I love about billet is that they can be made, if they have the right plans and they're doing good quality work, they can make these in a machine shop anywhere USA, which really means a lot of freedom because these cannot be controlled as well as a big forge will. And that's one of the big things about billet. Now this is 70-75 T6 aluminum, which is really strong. What I really love also about billet is you can customize. Right here it has an integral trigger guard. There's no weakness here with pins, with ears coming down. This is one solid piece, and it is opened up really nice to fit gloved hands. Also, the magazine well. It has been beveled. It makes it easier to insert magazines. And here's a look at the well itself, and here you can see the machining that goes around. It really relieves a lot of area to be able to slide those magazines in and out. Billet also has a really custom look to it. Everything that's machined out. Here we see the upper is a nice thicker upper than your standard forged upper, and it mates very well with the handguard. In fact, the angles actually just protrude out from the upper to the handguard, so it makes it a very custom looking piece. Back at the receiver extension tube, this area right here has been thickened to make it really strong. And of course the Head Down logo is right here etched into the receiver itself. And this is actually using their Provectus lowers. Now, Head Down Products doesn't only make the Deceptus, they make a whole line of AR-15 rifles with standard DI configurations. So the Deceptus is not the only rifle in their line. In fact, their basic AR-15s that are billet upper and lower are $850 or $849 for the complete rifle. That is a fantastic price for a billet upper and lower receiver. In fact, Recoil Magazine just did a whole series about different billet lowers and uppers and the prices those things can bring. Some of those can bring $400 and $500 for a stripped upper and lower receiver. So you're really getting a lot of custom work on a really quality billet lower and billet upper. Where the forward assist comes in, it's nice and thick, but yet it's flattened out. You have a really nice shell deflector that comes out, and again, everything matches right with the handguard. All the raised areas are nice and full. They include a mil-spec M16 bolt carrier group. This is Carpenter 158 steel. It's HPT and MPI tested. And the HPT and MPI testing really brings out any type of flaw that may be in the metal. With a magnetic particle inspection, they're looking for any kind of hairline cracks. With the HTP, these are bombarded with small media, really hardens the metal, and of course the gas key is properly staked. And it does have a full ramp to protect your firing pin. And some of these things are what you really need to watch for when buying economy bolt carrier groups. A lot of times they're AR-15, which means that this back is cut and a groove of this is sliced out. They're not mil-spec, they're not properly staked. So really a bolt carrier group is one of the most important parts of your rifle along with your barrel. The trigger is a mil-spec trigger with about a 6-pound trigger pull. The stock is a 6-position New Frontier Armory collapsible stock, and then we have a standard pistol grip. For a lot of their custom rifles, they do add Geisley triggers and a lot of different accessories. There's a lot of different options that you can get with the head-down rifle, and that includes stocks and grips. Here marked on the barrel, 5.56 NATO, 1 in 7 twist. And that means that you can fire 223 through this rifle with no problems. Now, one of the things also that Head Down offers is you can get a 300 blackout conversion barrel with this rifle. You can also get a 6.8 SPC. So there are some quick changeovers that you can make with this rifle. Of course, with the 6.8, you'll need to change your bolt carrier group. But with the 300 blackout, all you need to do is change the barrel with the gas system. And the Deceptus weighs 7 pounds and 6 ounces. Now here we have the Windham Weaponry MPC Carbine, just very compact little rifle. And I'll show you the difference. You put these two together and they're exactly the same length. And yet this looks like a long rifle because of this really cool handguard. Now, a couple of the questions that I had about this rifle was just concerned about loss of accuracy when changing out the barrel system. And so a number of times at the range, I'd shoot a group, remove the barrel, put it back on, shoot another group. And really the accuracy was really phenomenal. Not bad for a breakdown AR-15, 100 yards, HPR. We're going to break down the rifle, shoot another group, and see how close it is to the original group. Changing out the barrel, see how much that really changes accuracy. This is such a quick system to break down. Very simple. Ready to rock. Okay, this is actually 9 shots. My first 3, I shot 3 more with the same barrel configuration. And then again, changing the barrel, coming back in. It was beautiful. That actually was the last shot I took, and I could tell I pulled it a little bit. So it's retaining 0 at 100 yards with no problem. And that really surprises me. I mean, that's just one hole right there. Now the retail price on the Deceptus is $19.99, and I found them at Slick Guns for $17.27. So you get the case, upper and lower billet receiver, mil-spec bolt. You get the DRD handguard system, the quick takedown system, and you also get, again, the Warfighter magazine by Lancer. They also offer a Rifles for Life warranty, and that means that this rifle, any part on it, is warranted for life from Head Down Products. Now you can find the Deceptus and many other really high quality rifles at headdownproducts.com. Lee and David are just great to deal with. They really know what they're doing when it comes to AR-15s. And so we're going to be doing some more videos coming up about the head down product line. In fact, they're just in Dallas, Georgia, which is not too far from me. I think we're going to be doing some shoots and some other things. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. One of the big things to watch for, guys, when you're buying, that's one of the things to watch for. Some of these things, in the overall length of the rifle, so a lot of times they're M15. Okay. And HPT and MPI is just where it's been shock peened, which small little SHFT, an SHTF situation. Ow. If someone's shooting at you with a Deceptus, you're going to keep your head down. And this shooting bench was donated by Deadeye Dick.